With these Pro Minute video series, Dr. Klee will share some of his secrets with you on how to become a better flutist. Hello, my name is Dr. David Klee, and welcome to another Pro Minute. Today we're going to talk about soundtracks. Soundtracks as in when you play your flute, you have some kind of accompaniment music to play to. In my case, I'm a classically trained flutist who later went into jazz and pop and other things. And I've been making soundtracks for myself for probably the last 30 years. And in the old days, you had to do it the hard way. You had to either write something or take an existing piece of music, and you had to get a keyboard, and you had to literally play in every part, play in every instrument before you had a soundtrack when you mixed it down. Today, what you can do, there's all kind of softwares out there to aid you where you don't have to have quite the tools like on keyboard to do these kind of things. And the last few years I've been using either GarageBand or Jammer Pro, and both of them are really cool because with them what you're able to do, you can actually type in all the chords for every measure, then select a style, and then have it generate that style, and voila, you have a soundtrack. And it's usually in MIDI format, and then from a MIDI format you can usually convert it to a regular audio file and then put it on a CD or put it on your iPod or iPad or something like that, and you're good to go. And I've been doing soundtracks like that. I guess I've been using Jammer Pro now for about 20 years. It's been really a wonderful tool. And it's really easy for me. GarageBand is a contemporary version of that, and it works well. I've had a lot of friends who do that. So as a classical flutist, what you could do nowadays, there's even newer software out with either Sibelius or Finale, where you can actually take a existing piece of music, scan it in, convert it to MIDI, assign the different instruments through the software, whatever you want, and then you can make an audio file of it, and then you can take any classical piece, any pop jazz, as long as you have the music, you just scan it in, and you can make your own soundtrack. And this is really, really popular today. And so there's really no reason why you still have to search and try to beg and hunt to find a pianist somewhere. They're hard to find anyway, a good pianist. So this way you can create your own soundtracks. And as you can see with my studio, that's what I've been doing for quite a few years. In fact, most of my albums I do, initially what I do, I either use Jammer Pro or GarageBand, and I create a MIDI file of all the instruments, and then I go back and eventually add live instruments. And this is how I've done the last my last four albums. I've done them that way, and it works really well for me. So I think if you look at GarageBand or Jammer Pro, I think you might be pleasantly surprised how easy it is. If you know how to use a computer, you can do this. The software is really user-friendly, and once you create and generate your soundtrack, you can create hundreds of songs, and for church services or whatever. And I think you can find it's really, really a wonderful and very inexpensive way to have a background band, and it works really, really well. So hopefully you'll try this tip. I'd be curious to see have y'all try some of that. This is Dr. David Klee, and thank you.